Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Tetris 99. This could be a milestone video. Look, I've been to NHL games where milestones took place. You never know, right? Henrik Sedin, he's looking for his 1000th point. You never know. It could happen in the same game that he got .998. It could happen next year. I mean, he's been retired, but he hit 1,000 points. But anyway, the point is, this could be win 50. I'll level with you. Here, my expectations are so very, very small. Anytime, and this is maybe a little bit, it's like it's too humble, which is frustrating in its own right, you know? When people like refuse to recognize their own skills and they're like, nah, you'll probably beat me. You know, it's like actually one of my #1 pet peeves, as you can tell because I talk about it like way too often versus the incidence of how often it actually takes place in the real world. If it won't go, it won't go. It went. And I have to be honest, they blessed us because it very easily, they gave us one and then I yeeted it into the stratosphere. So anyway, hey, the point is, whenever there's one win in a recording session, not even one win per video, when there's one win in a recording session, I'm a happy man, okay? So we're already at one win, and I got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 more Tetris videos I'm probably gonna record today. So I'm feeling pretty swell. Very surprised, I'll admit, that we didn't get any KOs hither to this point, but that's okay. You know, again, you can't control the KOs. You can influence the KOs. You can definitely influence the KOs. You can't control the KOs, though. If an enemy decides they don't want to get yeeted, you don't get to say you're yeeted. All you get to do is say, you know, here's my best attempt at a yeeting. If you were looking for an easy out, here it is. But if they say no, I do not want that. I want to win. I want to live. There's nothing you can do about that except make them prove it. I mean, this is like, people are coming through on this one. You know, this is normally, you give a little bit of resistance, people decide, you know, it's not worth it. I'm gonna go back to playing Animal Crossing. That's not a knock on Animal Crossing. You know, we just got a little bit more heat as well. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm super stoked for the existence of the new Animal Crossing coming out in the new year. Now that I understand the appeal of casual lifestyle video games such as Pokemon Go's, I'm very excited about the opportunities afforded to me to play a game like that. Realizing I was a fool to have ever doubted or besmirched their good name. So this is basically, if we don't yeet somebody here, I'm not saying cancel Christmas, but we're in like, this is the Pro Bowl of Tetris right here. This is the All-Star game. Okay, so honestly, thank you. Thank you. What have I done? What have I done? Thank you for the restoring my faith in a fair system of Tetris where people actually will die. If people decided not to die, again, that's your prerogative. I can't stop you. Okay, maybe, here's a thought. Put down pieces faster. And see where the world takes you. There you go. So we're looking for our next long piece. Next long piece is an obligatory send. That goes there, you send. Okay, no, I was gonna switch from attackers, but you know what? I decided we actually got a pretty good thing going here on attackers. Sometimes you gotta break the rules of Tetris there. You know, you gotta cover up the garbage hole temporarily. Now, you always gotta know, where's your next long piece going? I'll tell you. Next long piece is going here to create the well. It had to be done. In a very, very debatable sense, it had to be done. which is, of course, my way of saying there's nothing I can do, dude. This is what you gotta pivot on this one. You got yourself into a bucket of syrup. Time to get out of a bucket of syrup. Sometimes it's an easy out. Oftentimes it looks a little bit more like this. Spending a little bit more time than you'd like to spend. In the rare air? Why would you do that? Just any slightly long piece, please. No matter what, I'm proud of the way we played at the top there. We might not have won, but that was like the best training and warm-up you could ever have for a video. My heart's going. Let's take an estimate here. Just give me a second. I can't even feel my pulse. I might be dead. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Maybe a little neck pulse. I would say I got a heartbeat of around 80 right now. It's actually not that bad. Sorry, I had to take 10 seconds so I could get the easy multiplication by 6. I actually expected it to be higher than that, you know? Because I felt like we were... I wouldn't say I feel out of breath. That's a... Come on. You know I've been hitting those hard, as many reps as possible squat sets. But like... Okay. Okie dokie, let's go. Alright, you go on attackers real quick, and this is... Oh, where the rubber meets the road, bro. This is where you want to be, my man. Is this where you want to be? Doesn't matter if it's where we want to be. It's where we are. Imagine how many wins if I could just get over the obsession I have with placing a piece as quickly as possible. I don't even want to think about it because it's like, I don't know, we could have 5,000 wins by now if we just got over that impulse. I'm building on top of the garbage hole, and I'm doing it for a reason, believe it or not. I'm doing it because I think the most important thing right now is just this incredible damage multiplier. So if we can just get as many lines sent as possible, that's like my number one. That's my thing right now. That's what I'm into. That's what I'm here for. We did get 3 KOs out of that. I'm still, as long as I see lines and as long as I see red, I'm sending. And I don't know, these guys, they've been hanging pretty tough. But, you know, do keep in mind, we got a 25% damage multiplier right now. So this is where we take a brief moment, you know, reset the progress we've made so far, toss one of these down, start sending again. Okay, they bailed. I honestly, like, no blame there whatsoever. Please, I'm begging you. It's my own fault for an over-reliance on a different sort of subset of pieces. But at the same time, we need to straighten this out, like, in a heartbeat here. Okay, that was, like, faster than I ever could have asked for. With just a slight misstep at the very end. Fixable, more or less, with a single long piece. And all of a sudden, we're kind of, you know, back where we want to be. I'll do a little half send here. It's not my intention to do a little half send here, at least originally, but, you know, if it helps us get back down to 0 here, I think that's where we want to focus our efforts. Wow, that's just a staggering amount of square pieces in a row. I have to tell you, a little surprised, a little offended. I do see a long piece coming. Just by taking a little stall, we screwed ourselves. You can't take that time. Now you're actually, like, sort of just absolutely yeeted. Yeah, that was really bad. I think we ended up being the badge lord. That one little stutter step threw us out. That's okay. That's okay. It happens. Still a good game of Tetris. Still looking for win number 50. Right, Tomo? Right, Ruka? He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I don't think so. She's looking at me. Mr. Jones, the Counting Crows. Probably one of the hardest rock bands in Earth's history. Hold on, I can see that my son has awakened and he would like to leave. So I'm going to open the door just a little bit and he can come and go at his leisure. I have noticed, I think in the last two videos, yes, we've gotten a win. I also think we've thrown probably one win. You know, I don't like, I stream this game on Twitch all the time. Y'all know how Twitch is. That's right. Amazing and devoid of any criticism whatsoever. Just wait it out for a second here while I make my point. I think I can live with 4. Okay, now 6 is better, but scarier. It's not gonna help. Let's put it that way. Need a early access to long piece, please. Thank you. Thank you. Quick little send. Oh, I love the fireworks. It's a much faster send than usual. We'd like to send even more, so hold on. I was making a point. Basically, the point is, I don't want you to think that every time we don't win a run, it's a choke. You know? Again, the logic I always apply. Hey, man, there's 100 people in each game, give or take, you know? Everybody's trying to win. Everybody's dream is to get that dub. There's no shame in losing now and then. But definitely, like, a couple of the losses, there's a chance we could have... I wouldn't have called us the favorite, necessarily, because, you know, I wasn't privy to everything happening in the game, but definitely would say that there was a realistic shot at the crown there. I think you gotta do this. We only have one attacker now? Okay. We had 3 attackers, but I don't even get out of bed for 3 attackers anymore. You wanna wake me up? Hit me with this 7 or 8 attacker nonsense. I think we have to be a little shrewder. Keep that open right there. No, just one attacker. He is badge rich and almost dead, so I will, on our next pass, reconsider maybe giving him a shot. I hear many beep beep beeps, so we will trust the process here. Just clearing our own garbage right now, which is not where we want to be, so if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to hit you with just the briefest of radio silences, because we have an obligation to ourselves to get the real Tetris status here, so that we can actually send back some pieces of our own. Tried to rotate the square piece. That's not recommendable. Sometimes you gotta do this. I mean, we didn't have to. We could have waited for a long piece, but I don't mind. Then you just get that situation going right there. Now we're talking. You don't normally get 2 of these in a game. What are these? No, the meme is, what are those, Grandpa? You don't normally get 2 bits of unbridled aggression, you know? We're playing with some greedy individuals today, myself included. So I think you just continue this send as long as is appropriate. If you can build up a little higher, that's fine. Then you can send. Give them one of these. Quick send. Some of these guys, just by process of elimination, have to be badge lords. You know, we're at that stage of the game where you would expect to be in a badge-rich environment. I did notice, yeah, we're not sending any garbage on this one, so we're just going to take ourselves back to KOs. And we're gonna rebuild. It's the process of Tetris 99. Quick sends, quick rebuilds. I don't know if we ever got a Tetris out of that one, so I feel like we're sending nothing. Put me on randoms while I take a brief second to get myself back under control, back composed, and feeling good. Because, you know, things got a little spotty there, just briefly. Like that old wrestler, Scotty Too Spotty. Probably not that old. He's probably like, you know, maximum. What have you done? No attackers, go KOs. Maximum in his 50s. It's not that old. I guess it is. It's old by professional wrestler standards. It's a job that takes its toll on you. But, you know, what I've recently learned is, well, as you know, I've gotten older. What I've learned is, you know, sometimes you're like, you know, this actress has been around forever. She must be like, you know, 50. Then you realize, actually, her birth year is like 2 years ahead of yours. Ahead of, in advance of, whatever you want to call it. So we're dead. Yeah. 7 KOs is another good game, but we got the heat. We got blasted. There was a blast furnace and it came for us. Still looking for win 50, but every run I feel like we got a chance right now, more or less. What do you think, Ruka? You think this is the run? You think this is win 50? Tomo? You want a little pet? Sometimes he wants the pet, sometimes he doesn't want the pet. It's very relatable. Isn't it? Everybody's like that to some extent. People are like, you know, give me attention or leave me alone. Where is he right now? Begrudging attention. It is always insulting, though, when you pet a cat and then the second after you pet it, you should have just yeeted that one. But the second after you pet it, it starts cleaning itself. You're like, you know, I took a shower like, I don't know, less than an hour ago, and you lick your own butthole. So if you could just, you know, maybe dispense with the idea that, oh, you've touched me and now I'm dirty, that would be more appropriate, I think, is all I'm trying to say. So this is it. We're getting spiced. Then you go attackers, and you send. We got blessed with that, you know, we didn't have to fight for it. Always appreciate that. One attacker. They wised up too quickly this time. Sorry, it happens. I'm not afraid of those plays up in the top there. Not necessarily sure that I would recommend doing the wackiness. Starring Ben Kingsley and one of the Olsen twins, but I never remember which one. Good movie, though. Was it Elizabeth? That might have been an Elizabeth Olsen one. Can't remember. The sleeper Olsen. See, I'm playing with fire, dude. I'm trying. I'm going like, hey, come on. Don't you want to hit me? Somebody else must be. I mean, you can't be closer to the top than I am on this one. So we reset, we try again. That's one we might want to work on clearing ASAP. Okay, now don't panic. We're back. You know, I'm stunned that we have not been a part of a single KO yet. Just the weakest garbage of all time. Like, you should, honestly, like, I'm not saying you should be embarrassed, but I would be embarrassed. So, I came back from that one. I just thought, you know what? That's not our game plan. Our game plan is not getting caught up in aggression against, you know, individual targets. Our game plan is going out there. You gotta do what you gotta do. We go out there and we play our game. We have an algorithm we like to run. And closer you get to the top, spicier it is to run. I'm just waiting for everybody who's currently being sent garbage to give up so that we can be attacked. 2 attackers, 1 has badges. Okay, you know, you gotta pick your moments. Is this our moment? I actually have no idea if this is our moment, but we have to do something at some point. We can't just play the whole game waiting for the algorithm to pop. We gotta get out there. We gotta be able to... Okay, we've actually, over the course of this, we've cultivated even more attackers ourselves. Did not realize I placed the piece in an inappropriate way there, but that's okay. Got out of it. Waiting for a blue, don't see one. Okay. Acceptable. Somebody that was attacking us is feeling the burn right now. That's a beautiful situation. There we go. We got his badges, and it came with a badge damage increase. So, very positive on this department right now. Send one of these, send one of these, send one of these. We're not actually sending any garbage now. Put me on randoms. We're going to rebuild ourselves. We can do it. We can rebuild him. Make him stronger. Faster. More Tetris-y. Now, I don't know. Was that it? That was a full Tetris? Okay, we're sending garbage again. Put me back on KOs for the time. Actually, you know, dude, we got a heck of an attacker on us. We got a guy. He doesn't want to go. He's very stubborn. No, he's gone now. Okay, never mind. It turns out he was not stubborn at all. I mean, he didn't really give up, but he bounced. Okay, you got to clear out this garbage hole. So just do it with a little 2-tile like that. All of a sudden. Back in a good spot. I'll tell you straight out of the gate, 25% damage is not where we want to be. I'm going to make a bold decision. And the run is either won or lost pretty much right here with what we're about to do. Or at least we give ourselves a chance to win or lose with what we're about to do. Given the opportunity... Stop that. Given the opportunity, we're going to build up high. We're going to cultivate attackers, which just happened, and then we're going to send them. There are badge lords involved. Most people would probably advise you to stay away from this strategy as you get closer to the top. I would absolutely agree in most circumstances, but I don't think this is most circumstances. This is a circumstance where if we want the win, we got to take matters into our own hands. Now, did it work? No. But am I proud of myself for taking the opportunity? Extremely so. Extremely so. Acceptable. Actually, maybe not the right play, but acceptable. Now we just got to be fast. That's a spicy / costly mistake. Not out of it yet, though. Eat it. Send it. That's huge. Absolutely required. More. More. We screwed that up by yelling. That's my bad. Is this it? Could this be the vaunted 50th win? If it won't go, it won't go. Better to get out of it than to stay there for the rest of your life. I'm admittedly not at all concerned about my targeting right now. Just trying to stay ahead. I think we gotta go attackers. We had people on us. We had both of them on us, I think. Oh, I would maybe never have forgiven myself. 2 left. Wins. That one in the most bizarre of circumstances. I'm here to tell you, if Saylux knew what line killed them, they would probably uninstall the game. It was the weirdest line of all time. But hey, man, If you're only going to get 4 kills, 3 in the top 6 is pretty good. It happened right around, like when we killed number 6 and number 5 at the same time, more or less. That gave us the momentum we needed to get a win, and then we just didn't give up. Well, anyway, I think we're going to stop that video here. I'm feeling stoked. That's 2 videos, 2 wins. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. That helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See you.